Hello class, and welcome to this week's module on Mohsin Hamid's How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia. Hamid is one of the most interesting modern authors that I've come across in recent years, and I love to teach his novels. The book you're reading now is Hamid's third. As you may have noticed, there are similarities between this book and The Great Gatsby. Both are obsessed with rising out of the muck. Both are fixated on class, but also present heavy critiques of unbridled capitalism. Both discuss morality and do so in the context of sweeping social change and economic change that are taking place within their respective countries. On a side note, I was recently visiting China. While this book never mentions a city or a country, the story is fairly universal for what we're describing now as rising Asia, which includes China, the Indian subcontinent, which is India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, to name just a few parts of this rising part of the world. And certainly what you were seeing in the novel are also things that we could see on the streets of China. An old world wrestling with the new one, with the youth desperate to move out of their status. All the while, major changes are taking place that are largely out of the individual's control, but could mean great things for those in the right place at the right time. As this was clear in The Great Gatsby, this is also clear in the streets of China, and apparently is clear in this text too, for whatever this country is that we're discussing here. Now, a few tips that I wanted to discuss before we go further with the book. When we're looking at the text, we want to look for symbolism. This book has a lot of symbolism in there, and particularly I want you to look at two places. There's a lot of sex and a lot of death. When you read literature, it's important to keep symbolism in mind. Sex and death are very symbolic in novels. In a good book, one that is well written and literary minded, it is rare that sex actually means sex. It's usually a symbol for collision, penetration, and sometimes destruction. In this instance, we can think of destruction of societies. We can think of the way societies collide. Death, by contrast, often signals an existential crisis, an ending, and not always of the individual, but of an idea. Violent death has its own symbolism as well as peaceful death. Both have a lot of symbols. What's often been said about literary analysis is that if it looks like a symbol, you think it's a symbol, it's probably a symbol. Hamid is known for his liberal usage of symbolism. So look for symbolism within this text. It's really everywhere. From the lack of names to the second, from the lack of names, thinking of the main characters, but then also think of the second person perspective. What does that mean? What does that mean when you are the you that's being referred to in the book? There's a lot to take in this short novel. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the book and happy reading.